All right, so welcome back, distance learning students. This is Mrs. Terwee, and this is going to be our first day of the elements where we talk about line, shape, color, texture, and values. But today we're going to concentrate on line. And so what we're going to do is we're going to follow this worksheet for the most part. I have one big adjustment I'm going to make, and so I'll explain that right now. So I want you to have, a marker, a pencil, a pen, something you can use for drawing. And where it says here, cut out and glue the word line, I don't want you to do that. I want you on a different piece of paper to draw out the word line using a type of line that you think would be interesting. Okay, so instead of using this first instruction where we cut it out and glue it, I'm going to demonstrate most of this for you. I'm going to use a marker so it shows up. I'm going to use a line to actually draw the word L-I-N-E, line. Okay? So I could use one long line. I could use broken lines. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this really, what I would think like computer or geometric. What I mean by that is I'm going to make it a continuous line that goes up how am I going to do that E? Just because I thought this would be kind of interesting here. So the only time I broke is when I did the dot up there. Kind of looks like live, but that is my interpretation of line for today. Okay? You could do, if you like cursive, if you've ever done cursive, or if you wanted to say, okay, I'm going to do like curvy. This is kind of cursive. Actually, if I did it like that, you could do broken lines. You only have to do one of these, though, okay? But if you wanted to say, no, I want to do a broken lines, Mr. Wee, I'm going to make the word line by doing something like this, you can. I feel like I'm taking away all your ideas here, people. But this would be one example, too, is broken lines. Maybe you'll come up with something that I have not already done. Okay, so then the next part of this is experiment with lines in your sketchbook using a variety of media, such as markers, colored pencils, and crayons. Try to make a line for each of the words below. Write the word next to the line. Okay, so on the rest of this page, or majority of this page, I'm going to write these words. There's flowing, there is bold, there is delicate. Oops, excuse me, I better keep it going in the right way here. So we've got wavy, we've got sharp, we've got delicate, okay, thick, jagged, bumpy, and so forth. All right, so then right next to this, I would like you to come up with a type of line that shows flowing, bold, wavy, sharp, delicate, wiggly, smooth, thin, bumpy, thick, and all of these. For example, flowing to me is a line that does not stop and start again. This is not a flowing line. So I'm going to do a line possibly that flows like water. Something like this. The difference between flowing is bold is going to be probably a thicker line, and it's going to be either a long straight line that's very, very thick. It could be a curvy line that's thick. Doesn't matter. Wavy, is that wavy? I think it might be, but could I make a different look to my wavy line? You have to come up with that. So you are going to go ahead and do all of these. You have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines that you are going to do on a separate piece of paper or in your sketchbook. Okay? So again, you're going to write out all 12 of these different types of lines, and then you are going to draw an example of each of these. So I'm going to leave this up here for just a second, just in case you haven't come to school to get this, or you didn't print it. You can actually look on the screen and do it on a separate piece of paper. You could also pause the video and use those from the screen. Okay, so the next part says, look at a work of art, describe the line quality in the work of art using at least 3 descriptive words. And you can use some of the words right here. You can come up with your own type of descriptive words for line. That is up to you. But I would like you to do, I would say 3 sentences, okay, where you explain the different types of lines that you see in this picture. Now, at the bottom of this, okay, it says, for example, the artwork by. This artwork is by Edvard Munch. Okay, and then you can actually just say he has, maybe you're going to see jagged, bumpy, smooth, well, don't know. You could write them in there. And then you can say, which make the work look. What would you say here? Okay, what type of lines do you think he used? And how do you think that made the artwork look? All right. Now, Edvard Munch did this picture called The Scream. And I want you to describe it with the type of lines. All right. And then at the end, the last sentence could be, and I think this artwork looks, is it happy? Is it sad? Is it scary? Is it strange? Is it mysterious? Is it frightful? Is it joyous? All right, I want you to tell me. Now, you can do this when you turn this into Artsonia. You could do that in the artist statement. You could also put it right here if you want to handwrite it, take a picture, and send it that way. All right, so again, just a quick review. You're going to write the word line in some form of a line. You are going to do all 12 of these descriptive words using an example of different lines that describe that word. Then you are going to use descriptive words for line to tell me about this picture of Edvard Munch's The Scream. And then you're going to tell me what is your interpretation of this picture as far as emotionally or descriptive wise, what does it look like? What do you think the artist was feeling when he made it? You can do this in the artist statement on Artsonia, or you can actually write it out here on the bottom of this page, take a picture, and submit it through Artsonia. That is the end of the video. If you have any questions, please email me. Otherwise, hopefully you have fun with this and enjoy.